Good morning, everyone. Welcome to my channel, The Brown Dragonfly. This is Joan. I just wanted to share with you today a journal I just finished for a customer. This journal is going to be for her daughter for a wedding present, and she asked for a sunflower theme. She also asked that it not have a bunch of lace and be fluffy. Her daughter will probably actually use this to journal in and wanted to make it a little bit more easier to be able to write in. So I started off with Amazon bubble wrap packaging. It did have the blue and white on the cover, and the fabric I used was a little bit thin and you could see the blue through it. So I first covered it with white paper. Then I used, it's not Mod Podge, it's another version of it, to adhere the fabric to the cover and also to the inside. I use a different fabric on the inside, and then I sewed completely around the whole thing. I wasn't happy with, once it was done, I could actually see where the bubbles were, so then I added this crochet, it's a rectangle doily on the cover, and I thought it looked really pretty anyway. And then I just did this little cluster. I just have this ribbon as the closure with a little charm on here. I did sew in the signatures with some brown wax thread. It's a thicker thread, and I left the threads long and then added these beads at the bottom, and they're plastic so they're not real loud. It has about 176 pages and it's a 9x6. So let's go ahead and take a look inside. I did make it so this edge folds over. I used a lot of papers in this. I will try to name in this first signature as I go through, and then after that I'm not going to say it, but I will link them all below in the description box so you know where I got them from. In this, I just made a belly band here on this side with some trim. I made an envelope. And this paper came from Sunshine's Original. I just sewed it around. I backed it with some coffee dyed paper, and then folded it and sewed around and made an envelope. Inside I have a lot of little pieces that are left over, a little bit of trim, some ribbon, so that if she wants to decorate as she goes along, she can. And this is another, and actually I did not look to see where this was from, so anyway, I will link the where this is from in the description box. This was just a smaller piece of paper. I lined it with coffee dyed paper and just made a little fold for extra writing space. I actually thought that maybe the customer, the mother of the bride, maybe would want to write her a message in here. These pages right here, this is from Calico Collage. It's a really beautiful kit. I used most of her pages all throughout. I have my own coffee dyed paper in here. I used some music digital paper, and that was from My White Cat Journal on Etsy. This page is from Compass and Ink. That's a new store that I found. I really like their digitals a lot. I got a couple kits the day I got this one. This is a cutout from Calico Collage. I just fussy cut around. There is a paper behind it to give it a little bit, make it more sturdy. And then these tags are from the Journal Boat. I did use a lot of little sayings throughout, and they are all from the Pink Monarch. This paper is from the Journal Boat. coffee dyed paper. And the interesting thing when I made this paper, it's not stained, but I doubt, I don't know if you can see or not, but the tea towel that I was using to iron the paper on had a kind of a waffle pattern, and it showed up in the paper. Thought that was kind of funny. Here's another envelope with a card inside. And I just put little ribbon on the paper clips. This paper with the music on it is from It's So Bohemian. This is the journal boat again. Coffee dyed paper. In each signature, there are 4 signatures. In each signature I did, I printed some on some vellum. It was very smooth, so I spritzed the back with some water so it would be a little bit crinklier because I like that. The center, this paper is from Junk with Steph. And then this is just the reverse side. Just did a little collage there. Well, it's not even a collage, it's actually just a piece of digital that I use and just tore it to the edge. This pocket is also from Sunshine's original. There was a whole sheet like this, and I printed it on vellum and then just made some pockets. I think each signature has one of these pockets. This tag is from the journal boat. I backed it with yellow file folder, and there's just a card. I just did a little stenciling. This is from the journal boat. And these are, I can't remember which one these are. I use so many kits that it's hard to remember exactly which is which. And this I just made out of it's actually was a collage sheet. I think this one was Junk with Steph. So I just had this piece left over, put in a couple eyelets, lace or ribbon, and then just added a charm here for this pocket. Don't think this has anything on it. I added a little stamp up here. Yeah, this one's empty. You can put anything in there you want. Just another piece from one of the papers. Oh yes, and I did have these little, I found these in a craft store, scrapbooking store, the brads that had little sunflowers, so I did use those on tags. I thought those were really cute. But there's lots of pretty sunflower papers out there. This is another piece of the vellum. One of the vellum pockets. This is a bigger tag. I just added a butterfly and a little bit of thread for its antenna. And this was from one of the kits. It was actually just a small little card, and I just made it much bigger so we could use it as a writing space. Another one of these tags. This was the same. This is from the journal boat, and I just used a section of the paper and made a card, a couple eyelets, some ribbon, added a couple little pieces on there. And this tag is from Junk with Steph. Yeah, this was backed with book page, it looks like. Calico Collage, Journal Boat. This was Junk with Stuff. It's another one of the vellum pockets I mentioned earlier. This is a postcard I went ahead and put front and back together, so it's probably more of a decorative piece than anything. This was a piece, this is a tag that I made and backed with file folder. Another vellum piece. These are the same tags in the other one, like as in the other pocket. I made this one from that same sheet of paper. Added some trim. This is from Junk with Stuff. Used some fabric that's the same fabric that's on the cover. And this came in a kit, this little frame. I believe it was Junk with Stuff, and I did cut out the window, and then I just put a piece of yellow paper behind it, and then I added the butterfly and the little sentiment, and then fussy cut one of the flowers. This actually came from Junk with Stuff, and it was just the name of her kit, and I just cut it out and used it. I like that. And then, of course, I just put this card behind it. Another pocket with some kits. Here's the card actually that I enlarged to make the other paper. Whoops, sorry I bumped the camera. Other card and tag. Another card, tag. Here's an envelope that has a library card in it, and I just added a sentiment as the tab. And also added a little thumb hole there just so it was easier to get in and out. And then just added a butterfly and a sentiment to the front. Another tagging card. I believe this is a Van Gogh painting. Vellum. This was a tag from Junk with Stuff with fabric, and then I just added this butterfly charm. Added an extra little piece that I had to the top of that page. Vellum pocket with cards. And I added the butterfly to that one. Have a little bit extra ribbon in there. And then I put the same trim on the back, and then there's another card, you know, just writing space. And here's the fabric that I used on the inside. So it is more of a simple journal, more for writing, but I really just love this one. I will be sending it off this week, and hopefully they like it. Thanks for stopping by. And I will talk to you next time. I should be having another video probably tomorrow. I'm working on a small journal for a challenge in the Line.Arrow group, and it actually ends tomorrow. So I'm not going to be in the drawing for the prize, but I did want to enter into the the challenge just to put mine in. So that's been fun, and I will be recording that later today or tomorrow. So I hope you'll come back and see me again. Take care, and I will see you again soon. Thank you. Bye.